action takes place, and I'm about to tell you what to expect this whole week. So I don't do these as often as we used to, but we're trying to get back into the momentum of letting you know every Monday where the career action is going to take place here at your Spouse for Virtual Community, as well as our new digital community we're trying to build out there with digital resources on the go for military spouses. So let's get going. Well, hello, hello, and welcome once again to Spouse Wars, your virtual community. Those of you who will just in a few minutes be welcome or will be welcoming or have been welcome in the last 2 weeks to this digital community, virtual community. Thank you so much for being here, for making us a great selection or choice of your virtual time, your social time. This is a community that we have developed, and over the past 2 years, we have very strategically targeted key resources for our Blue Star Families career members so that you can find and identify things that are career driven that tailor to your personal career growth and your specific unique career situation. So as you know, Blue Star Families is a great organization looking to really empower military spouses, and together with a bunch of other great resource partners, we're tackling military spouse partners. And of course, here through Spousers, we've been able to serve over 8,000 members so far. And so, yeah, we have hit 8,000 members. And so it may not seem like a lot in the virtual social wave, but we're very happy with that because we want quality versus quantity. We want to be able to give you the time, the resources, and respond to your specific comments or needs in a timely fashion. And so we are super excited. Thank you. Continues to help us grow. We want to reach more members through our social networks, but of course, the key is always in the follow-up. And so let us know how we can best support you. Now, in our previous times with our Monday career updates, I always like to highlight our Monday with some career energy and share with you a little food for thought for you to kind of consider as you go and you venture on into this Monday job search week and career growth. Now, remember, self-care is not selfish. You cannot serve from an empty vessel. That's by Elaine Brown. And and that is very true when it comes to job searching. Let me tell you, because I see this quite often. And so be very strategic about how you find or how you get yourself involved in key resources and opportunities this week. If you're going through some personal challenges behind the scenes, be sure that you find the help that you need, find the resources, find the person to talk to, find a mentor, and then very proactively get involved in career search. Sometimes if you just need a job, going through a staffing agency or through a local workforce solution is very, very optional because it will take care of a little bit that anxiety, will give you the paycheck that you need. And I'm happy to share and refer with you some of those key partners at the local level who can help you do that. Now, take in mind that sometimes some of these opportunities at the local level, remote work is very limited, but it will fulfill some of those needs. So, taking care of yourself, taking care of everything that is going behind the scenes will make you a better and more prepared job seeker. So that's all I have to say right for that. And then, of course, January, I don't know if you've been following Blue Star Families in general, social media, but Blue Star Families has been highlighting the whole month in finances. My colleague right now just finished up the Monday Money Talks, and it was all about entrepreneurship and how finances, strain our military lifestyle. So here in careers, January, we're going to be celebrating this whole week careers in finance. So we're going to be talking a little bit about corporate finance, maybe portfolio managers, careers in that field. What do they make? Where can you find some of these? What are some of those companies, right? And then we're going to do all this throughout the week, but primarily on Wednesday, which I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But fun fact, I'd like to share with you, did you know that today is National DJ Day? So shout out to some of those former or current DJs. If you know someone, I don't think I've ever met a military spouse who is a DJ, but if you have, let us know. I was a DJ, a radio DJ at some point once in my previous long time life, but I don't not necessarily consider myself a DJ. It was by accident. But yeah, it's super fun fact and interesting highlight of careers today. And then of course, January 25th is Community Managers Appreciation Day. So actually people that nowadays is very common to find community managers. Those are individuals that manage, especially right now in the social waves, social networks, communities like the one we just opened up, the digital community, a community manager that handles those sort of interactions and oversees that. And so that's a pretty cool jobs that are actually growing. And then National IV Nurses Day. So nurses that take care of your IVs at the hospitals, they actually have a national day as well on January 26th. So that's pretty cool, exciting to see and find out about these fun facts. But for sure, we're going to be talking about finance. But those of you who are new, if you are new, and which I'm seeing some names here, some members who are watching right now popping up. Thank you so much for watching. Let me just remind you that Spouse Force is a virtual social community right here on Facebook, as well as one on LinkedIn. And our goal is really to give you the live career action, the topics that are more relevant for today's workforce development, but also in real time. We want to be able to share content that is like right on hot on the spot, that you can take advantage of it and help you hopefully proactively get you closer to a career opportunity. So every Monday like today, we'll welcome new members and we do some general announcements. On Tuesday, we'd like to do an employer spotlight, sharing tips, tricks, and application hacks, how you can break yourself into a specific employer that we partner with who welcomes our referrals. And then on Wednesday, we like to share resources and highlight career growth, anything that is new training, certifications, maybe career path, what's out there in the field that it has growth, and then team up with some of those partners as well to share any free and no-cost training for you. Thursday is the day that we just dump and download all of the job opportunities that we get from our employer partners that we know are hot leads and they're actually taking applicants. Now, take in mind that not all the time, a lot of people don't necessarily, it doesn't mean that it's an automatic hire, but we certainly do our best on the career time to share those job leads that we know for sure we can send a resume or a referral on your behalf when you meet the requirements. And then Friday, we open it up for Q&A to make sure that we are available to answer your questions, review any messages and things that you might have that we can very proactively be able to answer and support you. And then Saturday, routinely, we share small business support, general community announcements. And then Sunday, we don't do anything. We let you rest from social media or take family time. So that's what we have going on. And then, so this coming week, just so you know, we have, let me just go back. So that's what we have going on. So tomorrow, Tuesday, we definitely, this is a great partnership we have been able to engage with T-Mobile, who is really listening to our suggestions about military spouse employment, military spouse preferred work accommodations, plus also business need and things of that nature. And so we have a lot of great discussions. And tomorrow, it's all about T-Mobile, and we're highlighting T-Mobile as our employer spotlight, sharing the latest career opportunities, the benefits, but also the best way for you to get into a recruiter's pipeline and be contacted by a recruiter. So be sure that you follow up. We have the latest updates of our previous discussions with them, most recent discussions, better yet. And so we'll be able to share those with you. And then on Wednesday, it's all about research spotlight, right? I mentioned earlier today, we're doing this whole rest of the week, all careers in finance. So we're going to talk to you about how those careers in finance, where you can find it, who are those companies perhaps that might have some openings. And then if we have those connections directly with them, of course, that we'll be able to make ourselves accessible to make a connection if you meet those requirements. And then, of course, we have our Coursera, where you can find all the training options that you can get in order for you to become a risk manager or a financial planner, or maybe you want to work in commercial banking and you want to take a class or two for those specific industries and you want to know a little bit about that. So we will be able to highlight some of those trainings that are available in Coursera at no cost so that you can take those options and grow your career. Plus, we were able to team up with T-Mobile, with Bokia Smith and Cheryl Scott, who are two T-Mobile members of the finance team. Wakia is an accountant, and she's also a veteran, and absolutely no background at all. You'll hear her story. It's very beautiful how she landed in accounting and now manages the day-to-day life and as an accountant in the finance sector. And then Cheryl Scott is a project analyst and also within the finance team. And it's such a great way for you to know how to really land a career in the finance and very doable steps. And they share their story. Now, Thursday, of course, as I mentioned, is our career-thon. We're going to share, I'm going to commit to bring to you really the latest job opportunities that are available. And sometimes it might be just 5 leads. Others will be a little more than 20. I always try to bring only the ones that I know for sure the employer has shared, and it's open to bring us those committed to welcoming those referrals. And from your feedback on the poll, what are some of those careers that you're looking for? We go in and I search through the employer partners and ask them, if they have any career opportunities or expecting referrals for those specific roles. And then Friday, we're teaming up with some great partners to really bring you right on the spot career support. And so we're going to have every Friday a Recruiter's Corner. Someone from a subject matter expert from our employer partners list will be here every Friday to answer any support, work with you directly to get you ready to apply for those jobs. Maybe on Thursday you saw a job and you're thinking, oh my God, I want to work for that. I want to apply for that role, but you're not sure that you meet the requirements or how to structure your resume. So rather than trying to meet the deadline and try to let it go and all those other things that get in the way, we're going to have at 10 a.m. every Friday a Recruiter's Corner where you'll be able to talk to someone who is actually within the industry or an expert who can give you the dedicated time so that you can get support. And then I'll share those links for you so that you can continue to get the support that you need right on the spot. But I ask that you please commit to joining, because the last thing we want is to have a employer partner, a talent acquisition member for an hour there and expecting to support you. And then this is all for you and no cost so that you can get the resources that you need and the support. And then I'm very excited to share with you, because we see this on a regular basis. We see how the need and how we need a little more support in like real-time preparation and direction from the employer partners, but also to be able to get to the jobs and apply it in a more structured way. We are launching a networking event for military spouses. It's called RISE, and what this offers is we're going to offer on-the-spot networking events, resume support, interview tips, career exploration, and then we're going to have a room in Espanol, bilingual talent. So there will be 5 breakout rooms where the attendee, will get the chance to choose 2 rooms where you are going to go and select the top skills that you need to work on most. And right there on the spot, we're going to get a subject matter expert who will lead the info session, role play with you, maybe right on the spot, review your resume and tell you how to structure it better. And so that you and the rest of the team who is attending that same room can actually walk away with actual structure and a more right on the spot skills so that you can take the weekend to apply it and be more prepared for job opportunities. And especially since we are committing to getting you the latest job opportunities, we want to make sure that you rise to the occasion and be successful. So on February 2nd, which is a Thursday, right during our career-thon, that's when T-Mobile, the T-Mobile team, the entire hiring team is going to come in and they're going to break out into different rooms, not necessarily to tell you so that you can come and work for T-Mobile, not at all, but they're donating their time to come in and lead you into better networking opportunities, how to better prepare your resume right on the spot. That will tell you and share with you how to better structure your resume, and they would also lead interview tips, especially the STAR method, which is the one that is the most common nowadays for a lot of organizations. So be on the lookout for the registration for this particular event, which is coming up just anytime now. So we definitely want to make sure that you get your seat, because we're going to have some giveaways and exciting support, excited right on the spot support for you. Now, si hablas español y buscas trabajo, tenemos 3 miembros de este equipo. We have 3 members from this team who can help you in Spanish bilingual or just simply talk to you. So me, Andrea Orsueta, Laura Ulberg, and myself, we're here to support you. Estamos aquí para apoyarte y darte ayuda en español. Now, let's get back to our neighborhood. And if you did not know, of course, if you haven't heard, we have a digital community. So the difference between that community and this is that the other one is kind of like a research library. It is going to be our interactive method for us to just take all of the resources we share with you here and then allocate and share those out there, park them, store them, however you want to, describe it. It is going to be a digital community where we're going to have those resources that are not necessarily timestamp, that are not necessarily like, oh, it must be done deadline this week. No, resources that are going to help you have continuous growth all year round, but also with experts who are giving us their time to share their best practices. So the way you want to see it is our mini version of our masterclass, but Blue Star Families Edition, right, through Blue Star Careers. And so the two webinars, not the two webinars, the two videos, interviews that we have with Wakia Smith, an accountant for T-Mobile, and Cheryl, are going to be talking about their day-to-day life as an accountant in the finance sector. And those videos, those segments are going to be stored in our digital community for you to review at your convenience, and then more resources will be available. So log in, get the notifications, and participate in our discussion forums as well. As always, thank you so much for watching and for giving your feedback. This is SpouseForce powered by Blue Star Careers. And then, of course, our new digital community. Be sure that you are checking that out. And as we continue to add more digital content and more videos, more segments, more resources for you that are vetted throughout our network, it will be available year-round for you to be able to take advantage of. And then you can always set up the notifications to be notified as you like, as you feel they are more useful for you. So that's all I have for you. Tell me, what do you have going on in your community, in your specific neighborhood? What can we do? This is a little bit longer than normal, but yes, so expect Monday updates. We're going to share with you what's happening in that specific week. Next Monday, I'll join here again and remind you about our Monday weekly updates. But most importantly, I'm going to remind you about Rise so that you can continue to share with us in Rise to the Opportunities. The registration is coming up, and so you can continue definitely to come and join us, get the support you need, the resume, the interview tips, and all the breakout sessions one-on-one with our subject matter experts. That's mainly what we want. We want you to be successful in your job search. We want you to be very proactive and most importantly, be able to have the resources and the career right on the spot, right? Like live career action. And we are so thankful that we have so many great partners who are allowing us to use their expertise and they want to share it with our community members. So be on the lookout for that and tell me, how can we help you rise to new career opportunities so that you can empower your career trajectory? So what do you have going on? Let me see here. Who do we have? Hey, Nikki. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. All of you who are new to SpouseForce, welcome. And please continue to be to let us know and communicate with us. The key is in the follow-up. You let us know that you need specific resources or specific support. We'll do our best to get it to you and be able to let you know, of course, where you can find additional support. But most importantly, we have a great network of employer partners that we want to make them accessible and reachable to you, and they want to be reachable and accessible to you as well. So we want to make sure that we use those introductions to better benefit our military spouse community. So that's all I have for Monday. Happy Monday. Have a great rest of your day. And please be on the lookout for the rest of the week. We have our employer spotlight tomorrow. On Wednesday, we have our resource spotlight with all careers in finance. Our career-thon, we're working on getting the top career opportunities that we can make sure that we send all those referrals on your behalf. And then Friday, we're going to have our Recruiter's Corner to support you and get you the support that you need right on the spot. So have a great rest of your week. Thank you for supporting.